There's always a different way to get a project completed. So by no means is the way I did it right. Colin did a really nice upgraded job, and his are lightning fast. So I might have to upgrade these just so I can race them. I will have to widen it for stability. We also thought about putting a very long pole in between them, facing them opposite directions, and selling carnival ride tickets. If you'd like to see that, well, that's going to take a whole lot of subscriptions or likes or something. That will be a funny video if I put a, call it a 15-foot pole in between these two and face them opposite directions and just go round and round. And we will have everybody in safety gear, and I'll probably be standing on the side with a fire extinguisher. All right, Matt, after taking this contraption out for a spin, what you thinking?
It's fucking awesome. It was awesome.
But we do agree it needs some adjustments, right?
Yes, sir.
Needs some adjustments. All right. So we got Luke over here too. He's got some comments because that was him on there giggling.
It was good.
It was good. Made you giggle.
I almost fell off.
Every time you go on it, you're going to giggle the same way, right?
I almost slid off that bad.
Yeah.
It was good.
And last night we did some very rigorous laboratory type testing on this contraption, and it went pretty well. It definitely was a lot of fun. Everybody, and there weren't that many, but everybody that rode it was laughing their head off. They were having a good old time. As you might notice, we dug a trench in my yard. So if any of you need a circular trench about 12 feet wide in your yard, you know, maybe you want to make a little moat, I'm for hire. I can come out. I'll drop this thing in your yard, and we can make a perfect circle. Yeah, so that's going to be fun to grow back. Had many suggestions on what to grow in a circle to freak people out. Anyway, so it was a lot of fun. The couple of challenges. One, as we dig a hole, the bikes themselves drop down into that hole, and then this bar lowers and it's on the ground now. So then you no longer have traction. So you start to spin the wheel and you dig the trench even more. So it's a, I don't know, a catch-22 or a self-fulfilling prophecy. Let's maybe discuss a couple solutions that might help us. All right, first and foremost, I'm not a scientist. I'm a backyard engineer, and this was not something that I had drawn up and figured out angles and did all that kind of stuff. But now, seeing it in practice, I can see a couple of the problems. So let's look at this here. You can see that the bike is completely perpendicular to the post that spins around on, and that rear tire is thrusting or whatever, propelling that direction. We want it to propel kind of this direction more so to help with the circle, or at least that's what I think. And I think, and I could be wrong, make sure you comment in the comments. I think this is considered thrust vector issue. So I need my thrust vector to be more inbound. I think. I could be wrong. It might just be the dead opposite. Maybe we need to put the thrust itself inbound, not the nose of the vehicle. And I'm going to think about that and see if I can come up with a solution, maybe something adjustable that we can change on the fly for experimentation. But this needs to go in like 4 or 5 days out to Mini Mayhem. I want to have fun with it. But out there, it doesn't even have grass. So the sand out there, I'm going to dig a hole really fast. Like, you can't even, it would probably go around 5 times. You'll see the video. And there would be a pit, and we wouldn't be able to do anything with it.
still good.
Just needs to be pumped back on.
Yeah, right. That must feel like what I feel like something doing
I was like, Charles ain't gonna let off. He don't care.
Oh, yeah. I'm starting my chain car. I don't want the challenge.
He was like, who's gonna let go?
Change a little.
We good.